What's been going on with Tesla stock? It has been absolutely crazy on the market, and in this video here today, I'm going to be talking about whether you should invest in Tesla stock. Let's get right to the video. So over the past 6 months, we have seen Tesla stock soar to all-time highs, up over 200%. And in the past 6 months, it's nearing over a 70% gain. So that is absolutely crazy. There's investors that are sitting on the sidelines debating whether or not it is a good time to get into the stock. And there's also people invested in the stock wondering, hey, is it a good time to take profits? Now, I'm going to be covering some of those questions that the investors might have. Now, I can't tell you exactly what to do as an investor, but I can give you my insight to the situation and talk about what I'm doing. And I'm going to be telling you why I think it's best just to sit back and relax a little bit before making any final decision. So it is important to look at some of the facts for Tesla so far. So looking in 2019 alone, Tesla delivered 368,000 vehicles, and that was year over year up over 50%. Now, if you look at the 2019 revenue, you're looking at around $25 billion. Now compare that 5 years ago, Tesla only made a revenue of about $3 billion. So obviously this company is scaling at a very, very fast pace. One thing to note is the company has been able to bump up its financial game and really focus on generating some cash flow. So where they were burning billions and billions of dollars, now they're able to generate around $1 billion in free cash flow. And the management team over there at Tesla believes that this is going to be something that continues going forward into the future for the foreseeable future. So they seem to be in a pretty good spot right now. Another key factor is Tesla has a very solid product line and they're continuing to expand. Now, they started their production at their Gigafactory in China for the Tesla Model 3s, but unfortunately due to the coronavirus, the production has slowed to a near halt. Their new factory was built in less than a year and it's ready to cater to the largest automobile market out there. Now, here's the thing you want to consider. Tesla has actually been lacking a margin of safety. Now, what does that mean? Well, essentially, you want to give credit where credit is due when it comes to valuation of a stock, and you definitely want to look at what the margin of safety is like. And one thing that I'm looking at is that currently Tesla stock is actually trading at 120 times the 2019 free cash flow. Now, when you compare that to other growth companies, that is still a very high valuation for a stock like Tesla. Now, for Tesla to trade at a more reasonable price to free cash flow ratio, you want to target somewhere around 20. And for that to be the target for Tesla, they would have to increase their free cash flow nearly 7 times over. So that is obviously a very large number to try and hit. Now, let's say Tesla can grow its free cash flow to around 7 billion. Well, that might take a little bit longer than most investors would expect. Now, the thing about the automotive industry, and it's not hidden, it's very capital intensive. So it's a lot harder to scale in the short term. So looking at a target where they're going to scale their profitability, it might take a longer time than you would anticipate. When it comes to a margin of safety for Tesla stock, it doesn't look very promising as of today, but that isn't to say that it will change in the future. But who's to say the company doesn't continue to rise in valuation? There is always that chance, and there's a lot of different indicators as to why that might happen as well, which is kind of why I'm hesitant to say that if you're holding the stock, it's a good time to sell. If it were me, I would probably hold on to it and wait for more stability within the market. If you look at a lot of the most innovative stocks on the market today, the Amazons, Googles, Facebooks, there are so many different ones out there where it's proved time and time again that if you're in it for the long haul, despite the ups and downs of the stocks, you actually end up doing a lot better. So that might just be the case with Tesla. This could be one of those peaks, might dip a little bit and then shoot right back up and have no signs of slowing down. So that's always something to keep in mind as well. Another great thing that they have going for them as well is that Tesla is the clear industry leader when it comes to electric vehicles. And if they're able to sustain that competitive advantage and even widen it and grow it, then they're going to be so much better off and their stock is going to continue to rise as well, as long as they continue to be innovative, which I think they're showing a lot of the signs of that with introducing like the Tesla truck, where they're trying to get everybody to change the mindset, or truck drivers to change their mindset about the types of cars and trucks that they are driving. So that's really really interesting, and I think they actually have an ATV line as well coming out. So there's a lot of different things that they're trying to tap into, and it'll be interesting to see how that all plays off for them. And I think it really does help with the valuation of their stock. Now, I think most people that are investing in it are actually evaluating it for the longer term. You know, they're not as concerned about what it's doing today, and that's the exact same mindset that I have as well. But who's to say that all of that happens and the price still continues to go up? I mean, nobody really knows where this is headed. Now, considering the speculative evaluation of the price for Tesla stock right now, as well as the past performance of innovators that have been on the stock market, you might be wondering, should you buy, sell, or do nothing? Well, in this case, this is something that I think that for myself, doing nothing is going to be the power move. That's what I'm trying to focus on, purely and mainly because I'm not ready to have those fluctuations in my portfolio. We're seeing huge jumps, we're seeing huge declines, and I think that's going to continue for a while until it finally stabilizes at a certain price point. Now, I do see myself investing in Tesla stock in the future, but for the moment, I just want to sit by on the sidelines and watch the show. It's rather entertaining to see all the different news articles come out and see everybody creating these videos on Tesla stock. There's obviously the Tesla fanboys, there's obviously the Tesla haters. So it's a little bit funny just to see the clash of everybody coming together and seeing where this stock is headed. What we do know is the cold hard facts of the case, and Tesla is increasing drastically very fast, and it is really exciting to see. Management doesn't see any signs of it slowing down, and they're being more precise with how they are marketing and how they're selling their products, and this is going to benefit Tesla in the future as well. But already the stock's valuation is based off of expected extraordinary gains in the future as well, so that's already factored into the price. Ultimately, it comes down to the type of investor that you are. Me personally, I'm a very long-term oriented investor, and I don't have a ton of money to just throw into the stock market. So for now, I think it's best to just sit on the sidelines, watch this one, see what happens. Now, if there is a point in time where this starts significantly decreasing, or I see a better entry point, then who's to say I don't just put some of my money into that stock? I think it would be a very valuable option. In that case, just for right now, with the uncertainty of where it's headed, I'm more than comfortable just waiting this one and watching to see where it goes. Now, I could be kicking myself around a year from now, or I could be very happy that I sat this one out. Only time will tell. But that is all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that like button. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment down below. Are you a Tesla lover? Are you a Tesla hater? Where do you stand on their price evaluation right now? I'd be eager to know. Thanks for checking out this video, guys, and have a great day.